Moose Watch! Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan. Welcome back. Okay, so I have to apologize. This video was supposed to go up with the same day as the Dawson Barteau news. This video was supposed to go up with the same day as Dawson Barteau. The problem is news started to break basically, and you know what's awesome? I love when my dehumidifier turns on the second the video starts, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm walking around so I can handle it. But anyway, it's scatterbrain tonight. It's 12:45. It's late. But I was supposed to do this Ben Zloty video. Pretty much it was announced at the same time as the Ashton Thoughtner, the same time as the Dawson Barteau. The thing that held it back for me was that I knew that this was some news and it wasn't the most urgent, because no disrespect to Ben Zloty, but Moose news isn't urgent. But it is important to get it out nonetheless. So I waited for a little bit of a story. You know, maybe when we're not trading for a defenseman, maybe when we're not re-signing two players, or at least one and a tall boy, then I can drop it. And hopefully, I've scheduled it, so maybe I'm dropping this in the middle of a Cole Perfetti 7x7 contract drops, but you know, you never know. It is. But anyway, the point remains. My thoughts on Ben Zloty. Honestly, it's funny. So, if you're wondering, so Zach, what's the catch? There's no catch to this contract, but it is a former Winnipeg Ice member. There's the little tiff, the little, hey, why is this person getting a random opportunity with Manitoba Moose? Answer, he is a former Winnipeg Ice member. So I imagine he's got some understanding of the organizational group involved here. Not that they were ever the same group, but that's just, like, are you born in Winnipeg? If yes, you'll probably get a contract. Were you drafted here? If yes, did you play here ever as a child? Do you have a photograph in the MTS Iceplex? Did you go to school anywhere here? Did you go through the junior jet program? Do you have an uncle who's half of the time that lived in Winnipeg? Does any of the above? We want you. That's basically the model. It's never change. Never change. It's always a fun little puzzle to find out how this happened. But anyway, my thoughts on the signing. I think it's a 2-year deal, and I think a 2-year deal, it's worth noting with defensemen with AHL contracts being 2 years, it's either 1 or 2, but it's always a tough gamble because a lot of defensemen are unproven commodities. He is no exception. I think he's an unproven commodity. He's only been able to put up points. He's only had really playing time in the ECHL. Now, that's where I think he's going to slot in to start the year, because we have too many goddamn defensemen in the AHL and the NHL level. But I'm curious to see how he develops. This might be a case of Dawson Barteau 2.0, and I'm hoping that is mostly the case, where he has a bit of a slow start, but he gets into the groove of things. Maybe he gets called up for a short stint just to get some reps in with the main team, and maybe he overperforms in that regard. This is a 2-year process for him, and that's how it's going to be. I think the club is willing to accept if he's not there yet on the first year, and hopefully give him that opportunity on the second year. That's the way I see this contract going. He is a defenseman who's shown upside. He was on a great Winnipeg Ice team, put up great numbers there. He then played on the Texas Stars very briefly, like 4 games, but we got the photo in, so hey-oh, before playing in the ECHL. He put up about a point every 2 games, around that number. It's low risk, low reward, low risk, middle reward, and that's great. Actually, I will say, shout out to Zoe Pierce, who I met at the development camp, who did a piece on Ben Zloty about how happy he is to be back in Winnipeg and be playing in front of for this organization. So that's nice. I recommend go checking it out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Honestly, let me know down below your thoughts on this contract. This is the first actual new player they brought in for the Manitoba Moose so far. So we'll see how things unravel. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Nikolai Ehlers chips it through, gets around, and he shoots and scores! What a